Hi guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. On this channel, we cover the crypto news and we interview many of the folks who are building and investing in the crypto asset class. I will be interviewing CZ on Monday. The interview got pushed back, so the interview should be live on Tuesday. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, we got some big news coming out of Washington, D.C., talking about crypto regulations and the fact that more of the folks in Washington, D.C., the politicians and so forth, are focusing more in the crypto industry. And we know it's been kind of slow to get regulations here in the US. A lot of companies have left. Some want to come into the United States. But until we have that regulatory clarity, it's going to hold a lot of things back. And the US is the biggest capital market. So there's a lot of capital sitting on the sidelines waiting to get into the crypto market. But they need that regulatory clarity. So let me give you the details. Major lobbyists in DC see a shift in regulatory tone towards crypto since the pandemic. Despite continuing education gaps, the heads of several crypto-focused trade associations confirm that lawmakers are paying more attention than ever to the industry. That's great news, guys. Certainly we wanted to move faster, but the fact that crypto is getting their attention is great. So, speaking with Circle's Jeremy Allaire on July 16th, several key figures in lobbying on behalf of crypto and blockchain in Washington, D.C., spoke to a major rise in education and interest in the sphere on the part of regulators. Now, we know a lot of crypto companies such as Circle, Coinbase, Ripple have been lobbying Washington, D.C. politicians. And that's the game you have to play. That's how it works in the U.S., right? You have super PACs and you have all these PACs and donations and campaign donations. That's the game, right? So you have to be talking to these folks. And a lot of them, let's be straightforward now. A lot of them are older, not up to date with the technology. I'm not being an ageist. I'm just calling it as it is. We've seen the congressional hearings, guys. We've heard Bitcoin be called Bitcom and all kinds of other stuff. Now, there are some who are well-versed, like Warren Davidson, Darren Soto, Tom Emmer, and so forth. I'm trying to get interviews with them. But they know what's going on, right? But there's many who don't. And I'm glad that they can't ignore it anymore. More and more of them are recognizing the market. So, Perianne Boring, that's the person's name, the founder and president of the Chamber of Digital Commerce, pointed out that the pandemic had forced Congress to look at new technology for money in a sweeping way. Here's a quote. "We have seen a huge change in the tone towards blockchain and technology in Congress just since the pandemic," said Boring. "We have seen almost a 180 in that conversation. The pandemic has forced Congress to go digital." Love it. That's what we need to see, guys. They need to wake up to what's happening here. You know, the World Economic Forum put out a CBDC toolkit, how to create a CBDC if you're a central bank, right? And the subtext was the fourth industrial evolution. That's how big this is, guys. Crypto and blockchain. And it's very much like the birth of the internet, right? In the 90s and the dot-com boom, you have the blockchain and you have different tokens, and obviously Bitcoin leading the charge here. It's the well-known brand, the largest crypto, and this is changing finance. So they better get on board because the rest of the world is on board, and we're going to talk about that with different CBDCs. So Executive Director of Blockchain Association Kristen Smith also noted promising changes, especially since Libra's announcement last year met with what Allaire described as an allergic reaction. Smith said there is now consensus among policymakers that it is a good idea to upgrade our money, and that is progress. So speaking to a shift in what crypto has meant over the years, John Collins of FS Vector noted that topics that were hypothetical 6 or 7 years ago have come to life. This is an open program. Anything can be built, but nobody was talking about DeFi. Nobody was talking about crypto kitties, said Collins. So, those things like crypto kitties, I could care less. I understand why it was built and so forth, but I could care less for that. But it's great to hear that they are making progress. And I think a big green flag, guys, was when Brian Brooks went to go work with Steve Mnuchin. He's the new acting comptroller of currency. And Brian Brooks was, of course, at Coinbase. And this guy gets it. He knows everything about crypto now. He was at Coinbase, and he's going to take that knowledge and go to Mnuchin and Trump and all these guys there. Let's get the crypto regulation. So, look, progress is being made. I wish it was moving along faster, but the puzzle pieces are coming together. And we see many folks like Chris Giancarlo are pushing for the digital dollar and CBDCs. And I got some news here. Japanese government set to include CBDC in official economic plan. So the U.S. better get moving, and we know China is leading the charge here. There's, in fact, been screenshots we've seen on Reddit where people have been playing with the CBDCs in the wild. It's yet to be validated, but guys, this is a race here that's taking place. So the Japanese government is getting very serious about CBDCs. Here we got information from Cypherium CEO who predicts CBDC cross-border payments soon. Cypherium's founder predicts that adoption of CBDCs for cross-border payments will happen sooner than expected. So everybody sees the writing on the wall. I've been saying it, guys. A lot of these people are going to come out in the government and say, oh, we're thinking about it. No. It was all agreed at Davos when the World Economic Forum put out a toolkit for you. The IMF has information on their website, the benefits of creating a CBDCs. It's a push forward. They've all been given their marching orders, and they're all going to build it out. This is the future. That's why you're seeing so many countries, and you got the two superpowers of America and China trying to get that done, guys. So big things ahead, and super excited for the future of this market. So many big things happening now. So an interesting update here, guys. Tax Day lawsuit alleges the IRS violated crypto holders' constitutional rights. This is interesting. You got a person who's suing the IRS here in the United States about the IRS sending them information of, oh, well, you use crypto for doing this. This is interesting. This could play out very, very interesting, guys, when you bring the Constitution into it. The plaintiff in a new lawsuit is alleging that his constitutional rights were violated by the Internal Revenue Service when it obtained information about his crypto transactions. James Harper, who was one of the thousands of recipients of an IRS letter referencing their recent crypto transactions, alleges that the agency unlawfully solicited user data from crypto exchanges. Now, this is interesting because, depending on how you interpret it based on what's happening in crypto, because look, exchanges are now required to do KYC and AML and all that, right? So they're going to report what you bought, sold, and all that stuff. So we'll see how this plays out. But if they can, find something here under the 4th and 5th Amendments of the Constitution, this could really be beneficial for crypto holders. So let's see how it plays out, guys. Very interesting lawsuit. And they did it on tax day yesterday, July 15th. Talk about a ballsy move there, right? So Lightning startup Zap raised $3.5 million for Bitcoin app ahead of Visa deal. So the Lightning Network is still in its infancy phase. There's still a lot of building to be done, but people are putting money in to invest and to build it out. So Zap got some money here, guys. You can't ignore the money, right? I always tell you, watch where the money's going. So Lightning startup Zap Incorporated, maker of both namesake and non-custodial Bitcoin wallet and payments app Strike, raised its first round in April, led by Green Oaks Capital and including veteran Bitcoin investor Anthony Pompliano. So let's see what they can do here, because the Lightning Network is up and running, but it's not at scale. Not like there's tons of adoption. I believe there are some issues, right? I always say it, version 1.0 of anything is going to have loopholes and issues, right? Could be security issues, all of that. So we saw just even, I think a month ago, researchers found a loophole where money can be stolen on the Lightning Network that has to be fixed. Now, they sent it to the Lightning developers to fix that. So let's see how it goes, guys. But the money's being given here to build this out. Now, more investments into the crypto infrastructure. South Korean giant Hanwha invests $3 million in crypto disclosure startup. Zangle, a crypto disclosure platform by CrossAngle, closes a $3.3 million round from South Korea's conglomerate Hanwha Group. The money's coming in, guys. I share this news with you so you understand what is taking place, because part of it is buying up the digital assets themselves, the cryptos themselves. The other aspect is investing in the infrastructure, investing in the companies that are building the hardware, software solutions. And you need both, right? You need the infrastructure for the market to grow at scale to serve people globally. And a lot of mainstream, a lot of the masses from globally are going to get into the market. We are early, guys. I always say, count yourself lucky, tap yourself on the shoulder. Good job. You're here early, guys. So we have the potential to make significant returns. We certainly have to be patient. Not financial or investment advice, of course. You got to do your own research. But I hope you see what is taking place here. These people are not investing millions and going into the billions when you add it all up to lose it. They are looking for a return on their investment. And on the global note of crypto, South Africa proposes new rules to regulate cryptocurrency, seeks alignment with FATF standards. We know the FATF put out their crypto guidelines about crypto travel, wallet, and storage, and all that, KYC, AML. Every country on every continent, man, it's all coming together, guys, slowly but surely. It's not happening at the same time. You know, you heard about the FATF stuff since last year. And now South Africa is like, oh yeah, we're gonna make sure we're in alignment with this. Next, you're gonna hear about this country in alignment. They all are gonna come into alignment. This is the new asset class, the new disruptive technology, guys. Big things ahead. Finally, Brave has an integration with Gemini, and I almost clicked out of the tweet here. Here we go. If you guys recall, they have an integration with Binance, with the Binance widget, which was, I interviewed the folks at Binance to talk about that. I believe it was Rena Shaw that I interviewed. Yes. So I reviewed Rena Shaw of Binance US, and they have that integrated into the Brave browser. And now the Gemini trading widget is in the Brave browser. This is great. This is great, guys. These are things you want to see as an investor. And don't just think about prices. Prices will follow. But think about when you invest in the stock market or a company. You want to see progress. You want to see what are they building to get more revenue, to get more business, right? To grow. And what is happening? Are they just sitting on their laurels, or are they actually doing things, right? And it's great to see all these different things happening in the market, showing progress, showing growth. Guys, what do you think about this news coming out of Washington, D.C.? I think this is big. I know the crypto market is not fully dependent on the U.S. alone, but the U.S. is the biggest capital market. Let's be real here, right? And I believe there's a lot of money on the sidelines waiting to come in. So I'm hoping things progress. I'm hoping Brian Brooks, Steve Mnuchin can get some regulatory clarity out this year. It would be so awesome. I know companies like Ripple are waiting for that, right? To see XRP get more adoption. So guys, what do you think about this? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.